All right, let's talk about the chemistry lab. But forget thinking of it as just another classroom. Today, we're treating it like a mission. It's got its own set of rules, its own challenges, and yeah, its own rewards. Your job? To master it. So the real question is, are you ready? Because every single successful mission kicks off with a really thorough briefing, and that's exactly what we're going to do. Cover everything you need to know to get in there, stay safe, and get the job done. Let's get started. In the world of chemistry, it's all about the details. I'm talking about the big stuff, like that complex fume hood on the left that keeps toxic fumes away from you, and the seemingly small stuff, like knowing exactly why reactive metals are stored under oil. Every single detail matters. They all play a huge part in your safety and your success. Okay, first things first, before you even think about touching a beaker or lighting a Bunsen burner, you need a plan. And in science, that plan has a name, the scientific method. Seriously, think of it as your mission roadmap. It guides every single experiment you'll ever do. Now, I know what you're thinking, another list of steps to memorize, right? Well, it's not really about that. This is the actual blueprint for discovery. It always starts with just noticing something, an observation. That sparks a question, which leads you to form a testable idea. And that idea, that becomes the very core of your mission. And out of all those steps, the hypothesis, that's the absolute heart of your mission. It is not, I repeat, not a wild guess. It's a smart, specific prediction. It makes a clear connection between the one thing you change, say the temperature of water, and the one thing you measure as a result, like how fast salt dissolves in it. This is the idea you're putting to the test. Okay, so you've got the roadmap, you know the theory. Before we dive into the practical gear and the safety rules, if you're getting something out of this briefing, do us a quick favor. Hit that like button. Share this with your lab partners, and definitely subscribe to the MCQ SPM media channel. We've got a ton more explainers just like this one heading your way. All right, roadmap, check. Now it's time to gear up. In the lab, safety isn't just a friendly suggestion. It's the law. These are the non-negotiable rules and the essential gear that will protect you while you're on your mission. This right here, this is your personal armor. Your PPE is your first line of defense, and it's absolutely non-negotiable. Goggles protect your eyes from splashes, a mask protects your lungs from fumes, gloves protect your hands, a lab coat protects your clothes and skin, and proper closed-toed shoes protect your feet. Simple as that. And it's not just about what you wear. The lab itself is basically your backup. The fume chamber handles any experiment that gives off nasty gases. The safety shower and eye wash are for immediate on-the-spot emergencies if you get a spill on you. And of course, the fire extinguisher. You need to know where all of these are before you even start. All right, pop quiz time. You've probably seen bottles like this in the lab. So why on earth do we store super reactive metals like sodium and potassium completely drowned in paraffin oil? What's the thinking there? Bingo! That's exactly right. These metals are so reactive, they'll literally react with the tiny bit of water vapor just floating around in the air. That oil acts like a bodyguard, creating a barrier that keeps them safe and stable. It's a perfect example of why proper storage is so critical. Okay, ready for another one? You see these dark amber-colored bottles everywhere. So what's the deal? Why are chemicals like silver nitrate stored in these instead of clear glass? What are we trying to protect them from? You got it. Sunlight is just energy, right? And for certain chemicals, that energy is more than enough to make them break down and decompose. The dark glass basically acts like sunglasses, blocking out the light and keeping the chemical stable. So simple, but so important. So let's just quickly recap the basic storage rules. If it's volatile, meaning it evaporates easily, you keep it far away from any heat source. If it's corrosive, like a strong acid, it goes in a locked cabinet. And if it's seriously toxic, well, that needs its own locked, cool room. End of story. Okay, we've talked about prep, we've talked about prevention. But look, even with the best plans in the world, accidents can still happen. What you do in those first few seconds is absolutely crucial. Welcome to the red alert part of our briefing. Now, for most chemical spills, don't panic. There's a clear protocol. Step 1, and this is the most important one, tell your teacher immediately. Don't ever try to hide it. Step 2, block off the area so nobody walks through it. Then, you can usually use sand to stop the spill from spreading. After that, you'll clean it up under supervision and get rid of the waste the right way. But a mercury spill, say from a broken thermometer, that's a whole different ballgame. This is a level up in terms of danger. The first steps are the same. tell your teacher, block the area. But here's the huge difference. You do not clean this up yourself. You sprinkle sulfur powder on it to help contain it, and then you call the pros, the fire and rescue department. This one is not for you to handle.
And that's your briefing. You've got the roadmap with the scientific method, you know the safety gear and the rules, and you have the emergency procedures. The theory part is officially done. Now it's time to actually put that knowledge to the test.
So you've listened, you've learned. But is it all locked in? Are you really, truly ready to walk into that lab and tackle your next experiment with total confidence? Well, there's only one way to be sure. It's time to prove it. On the screen right now, there's a QR code. Go ahead and scan it with your phone. It's going to take you to a spot where you can actively test yourself on everything we just covered. You can review all this knowledge through active learning over at www.mcqspm.com, or you can download the MCQ SPM app right from the Google Play Store. Your training mission starts right now.